Hey guys, Zen Disc Golf. Today I'm out here at Geller Park in Heath, Ohio. I just happened to be up this way, so I figured I'd get a quick round in real quick. We're going to be playing the shorts here. This is a 10-hole course. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you joining today. We'll get into hole one. All right, hole one here. I'm not too sure what the distance is on this. It looks like probably about 260, 270 or so. We're going to take the Saint Pro and just hopefully get a nice little shot down through there. We got a crosswind coming from left to right. So this should hold to the understable side, hold that turn a little bit for us. See if we can just get it blasted down there. Get out of the limbs. Yeah, she fought through it. It looks like we got probably about a 45-foot bid, maybe a 50-footer. 50-foot bid here, so let's see if we can't pop it over that way. Maybe we can get a birdie. Not too sure what pars are going to be on these. There's no signs up for this park here. Just right in front of it. Not too bad. It was a good bid. All right, on the hole two here, we're going to take the musket. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to get a forehand. Looks like we got a little bit of a headwind, slight headwind. Definitely a right to left movement here, as you can tell by my shirt. So we're going to try to get a forehand down there and let it just hold straight. A little shorter than I wanted. That branch caught it. This wasn't too bad of a shot. This could have ended up a lot worse, especially with this headwind here, crosswind. Man, I cannot talk today. All right, guys, let's see if we can't get this little step bit over that way. Not too bad. We'll be able to save another par on that one. I did take a par on the last one, by the way. All right, hole three here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. I'm going to be throwing the range. I'm going to try to get a nice little smooth forehand. I'd say we're probably looking at like maybe 140 to 150 feet. All right, let's see if we can get this in this nice little stiff headwind. Oh yeah, that wind kept it over. All right, we're going to have about a 45-foot bid there. Looks like another par in our future, guys. We got a nice stiff headwind here. All right, let's see if we can get a nice bid up that way. Get it up next to the basket. Maybe even give it a chance to get a birdie. At least take one today. Not too displeased with that. All right, looks like another par, keeping us even through three. After three, we're even through the deal here. Let's see if we can get a musket over there. I'd say this one's probably close to 300 maybe. At least in between 250 and 3. Like I said, there's no signage out here. Got a little bit of a crosswind right to left, maybe slight tail, so we're going to try to have to hang it out here to the right tree. It's directly almost in front of the big tree back there on the other side of that bench. All right, see if we can't get something to get over that way. That gets hooked up in the crosswind, that'll be all right. Looks like it's on the other side of the path. Again, there's no signs to tell me if there's an OB or not. Yeah, I'd say this is probably our best opportunity for a birdie here. We can just sneak it over top of the rim then, since we like to hit cage normally at these distances. Oh, too high. How did I go? Oh. Didn't leave us in a good position, guys. Didn't leave us in a good position. The musket right there. That's the second toss. And we've got the judge right here. And we got this big old little beautiful palm tree. Not palm. I should say umbrella, not palm. All right, let's see if we can get this popped in there, guys. Save our par. There we go. Much better, much better. Much more gooden. Good enough. All right, on the hole five here, it plays up the right and kind of has a nice little hyzer for your backhand, and then you got your forehand that's down around this way, and then a hard hook to the right. I think I'm gonna try to get the grace, and I'm gonna try to just get an easy backhand up through that way. Let's see if we can't pop off and get a birdie finally. We are getting good par saves. That's going to fade out too early, I think. Yeah, faded out too early. All right, it took me a second. I threw a musket on the second shot there just for the heck of it. I ended up this way for a better shot than what I have with the Grace, but we can still capitalize and save our par for sure. Give this a good birdie bid. A nice little hyzer. Yeah, that'll work. I'll film that putt for sure. That one's a little bit farther out. Yeah, we should be able to still finish this one off. Just on the other side of this branch here. Let's stick in the undergrowth. Get that out of the way. All right. There we go. Another par. 5 of those now. All right, guys. See you on the hole 6. All right, guys. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and comment on these videos. Helps the channel's algorithm out, gets out to more people and stuff. Also have the giveaway that'll be coming up, so look forward to that video coming out soon. Other than that, guys, we'll get back into the regular scheduled programming. All right, guys, you can kind of barely see it poking out just left of the tree right here in the center. It's right behind the dark tree. It's going this way, not the one on the left, but the one on the right there, just behind the center. Gotta take the range. I think I'm gonna try to get a forehand. I should almost be blocking your sight. Not too sure if I am or not. If I am, I apologize. Shouldn't after I let go though. You should be able to see the flight. It sits down, we'll have a putt. Yeah, that should be probably circle's edge bid. Yeah, just right over here. Not too bad. A little bit of a tree here in our way. Guess we could step in front of it here and see if we can't get it to hold back with our booty without us actually. Oh, that's beautiful. Right behind this tree. All right, well, let's see if we can't get some type of straddle out here away from the tree. Oh yeah, this gives us a lot better look. Let's just see if we can get it. All right, first birdie, straddle putt of the day. All right, well, it's a good way to start the back 5, I guess. All right, guys, on the hole 7 here, we started the back 5 off pretty good. Had a birdie back there on 6. And this is, I believe, a par 4, because this is 536 is what it says on UDisc. So we're going to see if we can't get a nice backhand pumped out that way. Let's see if we can't get the bolt out through there. Got a little bit of a crosswind, it seems like, but we're going pretty much dead straight out there at that pole. All right, let's see what we got, boys. Oh, I figured with that crosswind, I would have stabled it up. All right, not too bad. We'll see what we can get going. All right, we still have a crazy bit at an upshot here, so I'm going to take the Grace and I'm going to try to hang a forehand out here. We're still pretty much going at the pole. I would say we were close to probably 300 away from it. This wasn't a very, very good throw. All right, guys, let's see if we can't get this forehand and save us. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, that gives us a bid. We ended up closer than I thought I was going to be. I know I hit the hill, but I just didn't know where I was after I ran up. Wasn't too sure. It looks like we got a 3 here, so it should be a birdie if this is a par 4. Yep, good birdie there. Okay, on the hole 8 here, I know it's just down around the corner here, inside of the big tree there that's hanging off the wood line. I'm going to take the strive. I think that's what I'm going to need on this. Like I said, not too sure on the distance. Haven't popped up UDisc in a moment. See if we can't get it down that way at least. That might be a beautiful shot. That ended near the basket, it's a great shot. If not, well, still looked like a great shot to me. Now it looks like if we would have held it out to the right just a little bit, or at least on a little bit straighter of a path, we'd have had a really good putt. Now let's see if we can't get this up in there. This isn't too bad. Get it? Oh, just right off the front. All right, we got hole 9 here. I think I'm gonna play the forehand. We're gonna go out here to the left. There is a backhand route. I just don't want to have to climb the fence over there. Don't want to hurt my hand. So we're going to try to take and play the safest route that I can without going over the fence. I'd say this is probably 310, 320, maybe down through there. Like I said, we're going to play the left side of the trees down through there. Pretty much dead straight tunnel shot though, if you play traditionally straight. Well, if I had some height on that, that'd have been a lot better. Right up next to the big tree that's way out there. All right, guys, bring out the new Seeker weapon. That zero gravity pure from the last video. Oh, dude, this thing is amazing. It's effortless putting. So let's see if we can't get this up there and heck, maybe you can capitalize. We got pretty good strung right to left from our back. Let's see if we can't get it over there, guys. That thing just glides. No effort. Well, maybe, what do you think? Man, I'm sounding like Rick Sanchez there from Rick and Morty. What do you guys think if maybe the zero gravity had its own little battle with the judge and see how it does? Because I really like it. It's a very good putter. Easy distance with it. I can throw a pretty decent country mile. All right, guys, hole 10 here, final hole. It looks like we got probably about 400. It's just out past this little tree. We got the bolt here. I think I'm gonna try to get a backhand out that way, see if I can't get it to hold the turn on it. Not turn too much, but just enough to keep it out there in the middle of the fairway. Let's see how this goes, guys. If it gets out of the tree, it'll be all right. Just made it to the other side of that big tree. Looks like we'll have some kind of a bid up that way. All right, guys, moment to shine for the pure. Hold up to what I've been talking about. I'd say we're probably looking at close to 160, 170. Hopefully I can get this up over the top here without crashing into this bush here in the beginning or pushing into the big tree on the back side there. All right. Well, let's see how this goes, guys. This is probably going to be crappy. Yeah, push right into that big tree. Yeah, well, looks like we're going to have to do an upshot for a freaking par. All right, well, we crapped our pants here. Let's see if we can at least get this up there for a par. Yeah, that's a par. All right, tap out for our 4 here. All right, guys, I'll put the scorecard up down here below. If you guys haven't already, please, again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.